Celebrate the USFL's 25th anniversary with this fantastic collector's magazine for the holidays. The USFL, the Rebel League that the NFL didn't respect but feared. This must-have features interviews with players and coaches like Bobby Hebert, Marv Levy, and much more. Hundreds of photos will take you back to the 80s when Donald Trump was just an emerging name in pop culture. Hall of Famers like Steve Young, Reggie White, and Jim Kelly all got their start in the USFL. Order your Silver Anniversary magazine at USFLonline.com.
Hello everyone, this is Gregory Kasimis from the Metro Deli in Scarsdale. The Metro Deli has been part of the Westchester community for over 10 years. We always use the freshest and highest quality ingredients for all our dishes and catering events. Our breakfast features bagels with freshly sliced Nova. Don't miss out our thick challah French toast. For lunch, grab a booth and enjoy one of our oversized salads or our freshly cut hot deli sandwiches. We're open 7 days a week, where the coffee is always hot and freshly brewed.
Hey, it's hi, it's Rosanna. Yeah, I'm here alone for a while. James should join me in a few minutes, and the actual show gets started. I'm just gonna be here. Yeah, I'm gonna start the show, and then James will be by in a little while. This is the second recorded show we're doing, and it's actually it's the second recorded show of 5 recorded show that series I think we're gonna be doing. We're making a show on Saturday night on Relay for Life in a week or so. That will be fun. On like Saturday 18th, that's gonna be exciting. I'm trying to get the 2 to 4 o'clock in the morning hour, but I don't know how long the actual radio thought will be going on. Last year went to 4 in the morning, and I know I was here from 4 in the afternoon to 1 in the morning. I was just sitting in the control room doing homework for that time. Kind of watching Justice League and other stuff that I was doing. I was in there working, but as of this week year, I'm not sure the exact time. I'll find out today, and then whenever I'm on. And however long it is, all I know is gonna be great. It's gonna be a great radiothon. Just the last one. Yeah, we got Joe, Rob, Ian, and I come back. It's gonna be fun. It's great. Well, I was kind of weird this morning for some reason. I have no idea why. I'm just scratching. But yeah. So it's gonna be great radiothon in a few weeks, and yeah. Today I'm gonna start the show basically with a little bit of talking about other stuff and life and whatever. So with what is worth is like 3 or 4 more weeks of school left. It's your senior year. This is like the last of this. This is one of the last shows I'm doing. And it's probably the last time on shows, besides if I do radiothon by myself, and I'm gonna be alone in the station. So I take it all in. Enjoy this last remaining time that I'm in the station by myself. I should enjoy this. But I've enjoyed working with James a lot more. And I don't know, I always enjoyed working with Chelsea last year. And I enjoyed working with James more. Why, for a guy who's done his own show for many years, feels now that he enjoys it more when he has a partner? And probably because he notices that his talks hold more weight with a partner than they do when it's just himself, when it's just me, myself, and I. Which is me alone. My talks don't hold any weight. When I have somebody who can refute me, or go against me, or help me, or assist me in this, they usually have more weight, and they could become more interesting conversations. Not just me talking to the microphone, and who's ever out there listening is listening to this show right now. I mean, it doesn't really hold any weight. And there's somebody else here listening to me. Like now I'm talking to a blank. I'm like Clint Eastwood. I'm like being like Clint Eastwood talking to a blank chair right now. If you know what I'm talking about. Clint Eastwood talking to the chair, and that whatever that was that he was doing, that rally that they made fun of on Saturday Night Live. I don't know. Clint Eastwood was talking to the chair, pretending that the president is me talking to the chair, pretending like somebody. I mean, it's me and 20 chairs. I'm like Clint Eastwood. Now I have 2 chairs, and so it's really like. Me not talking to anybody is me just talking to whoever's out there, But really, I'm not. There's nobody here talking with me. When there's somebody here talking with me, what I say holds more weight. Because I have something, as I said. So basically, I'm not gonna ramble on about me not talking to anybody, but I'm gonna say that there is a much better time working with somebody than working alone. Especially when you do sports talk. But if your partner knows nothing about sports, you can't really do sports talk. Now I can stop being like Clint Eastwood talking to a chair because James has just arrived. So, as I said before, I'm like Clint Eastwood here talking to a blank chair until James got here. No, James is finally here. I'm gonna turn him on right now so he can come in. I know you're 3. Here you go. You're on.
Hello, folks. I'm sick, and now I'm risen from the dead.
How are you sick? You like throwing up or something?
No, just my stomach hurt. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to make it today, but thankfully.
Well, now you're on. There you go.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
I'm back from the dead, folks, but it's good to be here. I was a little sick earlier. I told Chris I might not make it in, but I decided that I'm feeling well enough to come and at least be here for the second portion of the show.
Hey, you're glad that I got up. I was going to take another hour of sleep.
Oh, God.
Thank you. Glad I actually decided to go around 9:50.
Yeah.
So actually, yeah, you were here by yourself, and you had to take care of all this by yourself.
Yeah, it was very good that I decided to walk by and see you.
Hey, the recording is working.
That's good.
I set it up already.
Nice.
There we go.
Good work.
Yeah. So I've been talking about how I'm like Clint Eastwood when I'm alone, talking to an empty chair.
Remember when he did that? That was pretty wild.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever see this Saturday Night Live? The skit where they made fun of that?
No, that was during the Republican National Convention.
Yeah, and they made fun of that with. Oh, did you watch this week's Saturday Night Live? Did you miss it?
No, I'm not a big fan.
Michael Keaton was on. It was awesome.
Did they have him play Birdman or Batman? Did they play Batman or something?
He did Batman like in 1989. He actually did the voice during the opening.
Ah.
And also he did the Beetlejuice voice in the
Don't
opening.
say Beetlejuice too many times.
I know. Did you see that movie?
It was terrible. I hated it.
What movies do you like?
I didn't like Beetlejuice. Just because I didn't like Beetlejuice doesn't mean I have a bad taste in movies.
I'm just saying, what movies do you like so I can at least know what to talk about?
I like all the classic ones. You know, I'm a fan of most mafia movies. I can definitely go for.
Oh, so you mean like Goodfellas and that stuff?
Goodfellas, A Bronx Tale, all the Godfathers. All those movies are great.
Even Godfather 3. Like, seriously.
I look at the Godfather 3 as a separate entity unto itself. Like, I don't, you know?
A lot of people like to do that. A lot of people like to do that.
But that's what you have to tell yourself.
But what do you think was the best Godfather? If you could, like, put your faith in it, what would you say?
I would say, I like the original one. I like the first one. But I think the second one, if it was shorter, would have been good.
The second one, a lot of people say, it's longer.
Yeah.
They say it's the best of them.
I feel like if you're Italian, you would enjoy the second one more because it kind of goes through the whole immigration story and all that. I mean, not the mafia thing. That's a stereotype. But you know what I mean? Like the whole immigration thing is a pretty similar story.
Well, my father and a lot of people, my family likes 2 better. But because my family, my father and his cousins are all like first generation out, their parents are all born in Italy.
Yeah, so that's probably, they can kind of like relate to the immigration part of it.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
My dad was recruited by the Italian army.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You had to say I don't live in Italy.
Good thing they don't fight much.
My dad was recruited by the Italian army. He had to say he doesn't live in Italy.
Nice.
I would have to move to like Milan or somewhere to really
to get recruited.
No, to actually, yeah. I would have to move to Milan if he actually decided to take the job.
Oh, man.
Just like when my dad was recruited by Heinz and we had to move to Pittsburgh.
Did you live in Pittsburgh?
No, my dad was recruited by Heinz, but he decided to stay in New Jersey.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. Apparently, Pittsburgh's actually up and coming right now. They have like a really good tech sector.
Well, they have good ketchup too.
Good ketchup. Heinz? Yeah, of course.
The main office.
Didn't Heinz and whatever the other company, Hunt's, didn't they just merge? I don't know if you know about that, but I heard they just merged. And
they merged?
It's like a super ketchup conglomerate now.
Now it's gonna be the more tomatoey ketchup with the more sugary ketchup.
Yeah, right.
I know you have Hunt's, which is the more tomatoey ketchup, and you have Heinz, is the more sugary ketchup. So now we're in the 2 ketchups combined.
Maybe they'll combine together and it'll be actually very good because they get the tomatoey.
Heinz.
Heinz. I don't know.
H-E-N-Z-T.
I don't even know how you make sense of that.
I mean, yeah. How am I? I don't even know how I even am able to pronounce it that way.
Yeah.
I don't think I even pronounced it right. It's gonna be a Henznt.
All they need to do is buy the Hellmann's, the mayonnaise people, and French's, and they got like a super
Who
monopoly.
makes mayonnaise?
Hellmann's.
Hellmann's?
Hellmann's.
Heinz has its own mayonnaise and its own relish too.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
You know how you make tartar sauce, Chris?
Nah, mayonnaise with something.
And relish.
Mayonnaise and relish.
Yeah.
That's what tartar sauce is.
That's what it is. That's all it is. That's all.
Then why
there is to it.
don't I eat mayonnaise and relish? I like tartar sauce, but I don't eat mayonnaise.
I mean,
and relish.
I mean, tartar sauce really just goes good on fish. So like, you're probably not eating fish all the time.
I
Like
know.
an
I
air
know. I usually put it on like what, like what do I call it? I use it for I think shrimp.
Camarones.
Camarones. What does that mean? Shrimp.
I think it means shrimp.
Look. You should not start splitting words in other languages unless you know exactly what it means.
That's
Don't
true.
start splitting words in other languages because you may say something that I'm not allowed to say.
I'm pretty sure camarones is safe. It either means clams or it means shrimp. I'm in the mood now because I have Spanish next after this.
Are you just being Italian or just being?
No, that was la gamba. Wait, that's leg in Italian. Never mind.
Lagamba, what are you talking about?
That's leg. I was trying to say shrimp, but
It's not Lagamba.
Spanish has messed up my ability to speak Italian.
Well, I'm you know what Locchio means?
Locchio? That's the evil eye. You say occhio means eye.
Yeah.
Not occhio, it's the evil eye.
No, Locchio means eye. That.
Yeah.
No, never. Abbraccio?
Arm.
Yep. A capelli?
Head.
Hair.
Hair, yeah.
Hair.
I think, yeah.
Cap, that's where we get the word cap
Capelli.
from.
Yeah,
I think
capelli.
we get cap from there.
Yeah. No. Yeah, it's actually, I don't think so, but
Oh, well, we have from the Latin version for,
Yeah.
for hair. Come on, it's close enough.
true.
Latin is the original language of the Italians.
It is.
Because that's what they used to be in Rome, so there we
Yeah.
go. Now, do you know anything Greek? Do you know any Greek words, like ancient Greek?
No, I don't know any ancient Greek words.
You don't know phi, cap, you don't know letters? Phi, kappa?
Well, those are letters, yeah. I had to learn that in the Greece and Rome Rediscovered class. I was actually taught by this Greek guy in my high school, Dr. Stratus,
Yeah?
and that class was so good.
I couldn't tell where my teacher was from.
What?
I couldn't tell my teacher's last name origin.
What was it?
Scheid.
Scheid.
Yeah, Scheid.
Probably English or something. Was it a Greek class?
It was a Roman class.
My teacher, Chris, by the way, his name was Stratus, but his real name was Stratokopoulos. And
Yeah,
they
that's totally Greek.
Yeah, they shortened it. Demetrius Stratokopoulos. That was his name.
Well, Demetrius sounds a lot more Russian.
Yeah, but it was like, I think that Cyrillic, which is the alphabet of the Russians, is derived from Greek. So I think there's a lot of Greek influences in there.
All right.
His sons were Photius and Demetrius Jr.
Well, Demetrius is, it could be more, well, Dmitri is Russian.
Yeah.
So Demetrius is probably more Greek then.
Yeah. But
So,
yeah, he was super Greek. Loved him. He was such a great professor. He was really passionate. It was not professor, it was high school teacher. Very passionate about what he taught. He loved me because I was Armenian.
well, Mr. Scheid was teaching us Roman history. And the funny thing was, there was a guy who used to do metalworking. He created a metal nameplate for him. But he mixed up the two vowels, so he spelled it Sheed. He said Mr. Sheed.
Mr. Sheed.
Instead of Mr. Scheid.
That's funny.
And he was like, it was like either E-I or I-E, so I can't remember. And so I used to look at the nameplate, and one time I found on my test, I put Mr. Sheed. Because I looked at the nameplate, I'm like, oh, dear.
Funny.
He's like, you spelled name wrong. I'm like, how I spelled name wrong? I spelled it like it's still there. Like, that's spelled wrong. I'm like, oh, no.
Oh, God.
We also had like a guy who made samurai swords in our school.
You had a very eclectic bunch of teachers there.
No, these were students. The metal worker and they were students.
You had an eclectic bunch of students, man.
We also had like Giants fans and Eagles fans. We had a very eclectic group.
Apparently, Eagles fans are the worst fans that you could ever run
Oh
into.
my God! Yeah.
I know you're from that area, so are they bad?
Especially a Giants fan.
They must hate you.
Oh, they hate me. Yeah, that's why I didn't have a lot of friends in high school.
You're from you're from the area where like any more south of you, they're Eagles fans.
Not originally.
No.
No, I'm from like 30 minutes away from the city originally.
No, I mean where you live now.
Well, yeah, but originally I'm from the Newark area. Originally, I was like 5 minutes outside Newark where when I first lived.
Yeah.
Ever heard of Union County?
Yes, I have.
That's where I was originally.
Ah, okay.
So I was not that far from here. So I lived securely in Giants neighborhood, in Giants area until I was 14 years old.
Okay.
And then that's when I moved down. Now, yeah, you're right. The line is Princeton.
Is it?
Montgomery, like you know Montgomery?
I've heard of it.
It's a town.
Mm-hmm.
It's all Giants fans, except for my friend. He's the only Eagle fan in Montgomery.
It's lonely. That must be very lonely.
Yeah. You should see went to his high school football game. All the people he used to know were against him.
I'm from pure, as far as baseball goes, I'm from Mets country. I'm from Mets and Jets country.
My friend is an Eagles fan and a Yankees fan, and a Nets fan. I mean,
Mets and Jets and Nets.
no,
Mets,
not.
Jets, and Nets.
No, Nets are more my style. But I know my collection is more of the Giants, the Knicks, and the Rangers.
Yeah.
And you have the Islanders over there.
Yeah, well, not for long. The Islanders I mean, yeah, they'll be technically on Long Island, but they'll be in Brooklyn, which no one in Brooklyn would ever call themselves Long Island.
Oh, well,
so.
they're going to
Barclays Center.
Barclays Center? Oh,
Yeah.
Is that better for the Islanders?
Well, yeah, because the Coliseum is a disaster, to be honest with you. And
Why don't you just renovate it?
well, I'll tell you about that right now, Chris. So a couple years ago,
Yeah.
Nassau County, it was town of Hempstead voters were able to. I live in the town of Hempstead, so Village of Garden City in the town of Hempstead. We were able to vote on whether or not we wanted this thing called the Lighthouse Project, which was a project that was supposed to revitalize that area. It's in a decrepit area, like in Uniondale, and it's near like the cradle of aviation and all that stuff. And I voted yes to have it developed.
Yeah.
But most people that actually went to vote were from where I live. My town is like 25,000 people,
Right.
and most of them voted no, and I understand why they voted no. I mean, I would like to have seen it go, the project go up, but it would have been a traffic nightmare if they revitalized that area. It would have and I'm in a very suburban area. We don't want that, you know.
Well, I know the traffic to get to Long Island, just getting there.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Is ridiculous.
But even where I live in my town, which is like it's a very
Garden
nice
City,
town.
isn't it?
Yeah, Garden City. It's very.
Then why are you saying North Hampstead?
No, it's the town of Hempstead.
Yeah.
But I'm the village of Garden City in the town of Hempstead.
So Garden City is a small village, actually?
Yeah, but it's a big. But there's a lot of people in it. It's like 25,000.
I'm surprised why it's called Garden City of the village.
I don't know why it's called that either, but that's just the guy who founded it.
You should be called the Garden Village, or
Yeah. It's a misnomer.
or the East Village.
East Village.
No, the East Village, because the East Village is part of New York. So
Yeah, maybe East Village.
the
right.
East Village.
I don't think they'd actually. We're not the type of place that'd be very welcoming to be called the East Village.
No, not the East Village. The East Village.
East Village, yeah.
Double East Village.
But yeah,
Double East Village.
the point of the story is though, there was and there have been multiple attempts to redo it, but it gets shot down because of it's just a traffic problem. It's a dump. The area is a complete dump that's over there.
Well, it could be a response also to if you look at Long Beach Island.
Yeah.
There's the areas that are dumps is where the Barnett Lighthouse is.
Yeah.
And it's almost impossible to get down there.
Yeah.
You know it's like that. You know like the best places are like the beach where the amusement park is, plus Ship Bottom down there.
Yeah.
When you get to Barnegat, it just it looks completely different. The town.
Mhm.
I mean, it doesn't even look similar to what you see in Ship Bottom in those areas.
Do you go to Long Beach Island if you want to go to the beach on a weekend or something? Like that?
No, I usually go to Jenkinson's Boardwalk in Point Pleasant.
How long is that to get from your house to there?
About 45 minutes.
Okay.
There's a good restaurant right in the water called the Wharf down there.
Yeah.
It's but the best place to go for seafood in New Jersey is the Lobster in Cape May. Lobster House in Cape May.
It's a bit of a trip.
The trip is the best seafood I've had in years. But actually, last time I went there, it wasn't as good as it usually is. I wonder why.
I don't know. Sometimes things go down, you know.
Yeah, but I haven't been there in years, so it might have gotten better.
Fortunately for me, I'm 10 minutes water that way, and 10 minutes water north and south. I'm in the middle, so I can go 15 minutes north, I'll hit the water. I go 10 minutes south, I hit the water. So there's always great seafood.
Well, according to my sister, there's one restaurant where my sister has sick from seafood in Western Mass. But I'm thinking, if you go to Eastern Mass and you're in the water, then it's better.
Yeah, you're probably better off.
I don't think because in Western Mass they probably get the seafood from Maine.
Yeah.
And probably might get
Comes down, takes a while.
and might get old. You never know.
Well, you know what they say about my dad always says it's like, hey Dad, do you want to go to the Oyster Bar? He's like, oh well, what month is it? Any month that has an R in it, you can eat oysters. Any other month?
Oh, they were in August. They were there like August.
Yeah, that's too hot.
She ate like scallops or something.
Yeah, the water's too hot. If you're there in December, the water's
She ate
really
like
good.
lobster. So what you gotta do is, you gotta eat lobster. I went in May and I had fish and chips. But you gotta understand, fish and chips is cod or halibut.
It's
not
fried. Any of the bacteria is kind of fried off.
right. Exactly. This is why lobster. What it is they're just like lobster's hard. If you're not a good cook of lobster, and you're not in Boston,
Yeah.
you're taking a risk of it coming not from Boston. You know what I mean? See, the thing is, I don't know where they went. I know I went to a place called Salmon Run, which had good seafood in Western Mass.
All right.
I told them of like 3 restaurants. I said go to. I said go to 59, 58, 52. I was living in Lee, Massachusetts for 2 months at a camp. I'm like, go to 52 Park, go to Salmon Run, go to this restaurant, go to this restaurant, go to this restaurant. I gave them like 5 restaurants. They followed the concierge, and my sister got food poisoning. And they should follow my advice.
They should hire you as concierge.
No, I told them exactly where they should go.
Mm.
And they put one into the shoot.
What?
I just said the F word.
That's okay. Go on.
I didn't say it.
Go on.
But they went to a place that the concierge said.
Mm.
I told them where to go. They didn't follow my advice.
They gotta listen to you from now on, Chris.
They should.
You're all set.
They should.
All right. So, anything in the news you've been reading today?
No. Did you read anything?
Yeah. Have you heard about that officer that in South Carolina that shot that guy in the back like 12 times?
Why? Did they want?
Well, first off, the problem is,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a problem when anybody gets shot, but unfortunately, the guy was like, I think he was like a Marine veteran or something like that.
The cop?
No, not the cop. The guy that's sure he was I saw an Army photo of him or something. It looked like he was a Marine. And apparently there was a traffic stop. And the story goes, as far as the cop is concerned, that he went for his taser, and then the guy ran. Cop turns around and shoots him. I mean, so he's running from him. The cop pulls out his gun and shoots him a few times in the back.
This guy.
He dies. He plants a taser on him, and there's a video proof of it all happening.
Who's the taser? Who had the taser? The Marine or
The cop.
the cop had the taser?
So yeah, I mean, I'm usually like I'm not. I want to say I'm pro police. I come from a law enforcement family, so I'm usually on the side of the.
But what is this guy doing?
There's a traffic stop or something like that. The story is kind of like it's muddled right now. Like no one knows too much about what's happening. But there's video evidence. Some guy was recording it of him, the cop actually planting the taser on him. So they think that it might have been a setup. And the cop's on. I think they'd be on trial for murder.
Ugh.
It's a nightmare.
It is. I mean, it really is. I'm from a law enforcement family as well, but I don't agree with shooting people. I don't think. Was this guy was there any reasonable belief that this guy was dangerous?
No, but the problem is, Chris, is the guy was black right now, and they think that it might have been race related.
You know,
I don't know how you can prove that.
Anytime that something like this happens, they always blame race. I mean,
yeah, exactly. I don't think it's probably not race. This is a human issue. This isn't just a race issue right now. Who knows?
So yeah, did you hear what they found out about the guy in Germany?
The pilot?
Oh yeah. He told his girlfriend that he wanted to do something like that.
He wanted to commit suicide, right?
Yeah, or something, or he told him that he was gonna do something outlandish. And
it's a tragedy.
Iran won't sign deal unless the stipulation is met. Do you see this?
Iran's running amok right now.
Well, they're really being
halfway to the bomb. They're a superpower. We don't realize it, but Iran is making its way onto being a big superpower because, see, that's the video, by the way. But
okay.
The problem is the power vacuum that's existing in the Middle East right now. The Iranians are jumping in and they're influencing everybody over it.
Experts are baffled by a giant mass.
Just change the story, Chris. Let's go right on to a new story.
No, I thought they were saying more snow coming.
No, there's no snow. There's no snow, so no need to go panic and loot.
They start living with snow coming.
I don't know, because people are at their breaking point with all the snow.
Gunman kills 3 in Italian courthouse rampage.
I didn't even know they had guns in. It was easy to get a gun in Italy.
It would be easy.
I didn't think so.
Why is Denver Singer sucks and gruesome ad?
The best part is when Chris is going through this, sometimes like an ad will pop up and he'll read the ad as if it's a news or something.
No, and when they ever do that?
That happened like our first 2 shows. You're like experts. I remember it was like experts find cure for cancer with ginger or something like that. And you'll be reading that, you're like, oh man, that's not right. You usually realize it after reading it.
Oh, but this is news here.
I know, but watch when you go through he's on the AOL news page, and sometimes when you're going through it, an ad will pop up. Like here, he'll read this: mortgage rates take huge dip, 2.83 APR. That is a advertising masquerading as a news story, so people click on it mindlessly.
No, but there's a paragraph after it.
I know, it doesn't make it news though. It's an advertorial, sir.
But this is the advertising major.
Yeah, it's an yeah, so I should know it when I see it.
What about this one?
That's another one. That's like clickbait. Habits to avoid at all costs. This is not. This is kind of clickbait too. Amy Schumer, man.
Who's she?
She's a comedian. She's actually Chuck Schumer, good old Chucky Schumer's niece. She's from Long Island.
Who's Schumer? I don't know.
Chuck Schumer's my senator of the state of New York. Oh, here's something interesting. What do you think of that, Chris? The one person still thinks Tsarnaev is innocent. Who could think that Tsarnaev is innocent? Oh, it's his mother, probably.
No, maybe
This is a Boston bombing, folks.
Maybe it's the spirit of his dead brother.
Yeah, maybe.
I told my grandmother when we were watching like the manhunt, I'm like, he's in a boat headed for Europe, and where was he found?
He was in a boat in someone's backyard in like Watertown, Massachusetts.
Yes, I knew he was in a boat somewhere.
I can't believe they had to have a trial for this guy. I mean, I know it's due process in this country. We need to have all this.
Did we see him do it?
Did we see him do it? Yeah, they saw him do it.
Okay, so why?
CCTV, bud.
Why do you need it? Why do you need a trial if you know what you have
Just
to do?
because it's all right. We should be happy that he got a trial because that means that all of us, if we are ever unfairly accused of something, then we get a trial. He was obviously guilty.
Yeah, and then we'll be sent to jail.
Yeah, exactly. Chris, the interesting part about him is that he's what's the term? He's gonna either get the death penalty or he's gonna get life in prison.
Death penalty.
I know, but they're like debating whether they give him the death penalty because it's a federal crime what he did, not a state crime. Massachusetts, I don't think has the death penalty.
No, it's federal. He was federal with his federal court.
Exactly. So federal
can give him the death penalty. What about this one? Is this an advertisement?
No, that's not. English teacher reveals secret side job. It's not an advertisement. That guy was a model. It was on Pix 11 News last night.
Oh.
Amal Clooney. I like her. You know why? She's representing the Armenians in the International Court for Genocide.
It says Dawn's an extremely pricey outfit.
I know, but I'm just saying. I saw Amal Clooney. That's what I thought of. She's actually a very smart woman. I don't know why they're just objectifying her with clothing here, but there's more to it.
What's this one? Instantly football player tragically kicked off team.
What's the tragedy that caused him to get kicked off, Chris? Chris is intently reading the story, folks.
Why don't you look it up?
I'm gonna watch him. I'm gonna narrate as he.
No. Why don't you look this up and tell me what he's doing?
I don't want to look it up because it's always. I feel bad, but it's always a sob story.
No,
you know, I don't want to depress everyone.
No, he says he was tragically. That means he was once homeless. Baylor running back.
Nasida ruled permanently ineligible.
Ooh, because he was homeless.
No, it's not because he was homeless. I said once homeless. How did he get discovered if he's homeless? Didn't that make you think? Did he just run to the field one day?
Yeah, look through his Facebook and stuff.
Probably. Chris is playing Geico ads. Cut the volume.
Come on, those are good ads.
Those are good ads, Chris. One day we'll have a show where I'll tell you what's a good ad. But this is not the show. That's neither here nor there right now.
So basically, I don't know why this is gonna take a lot of time away from. Soap star opens up about freak accident. Hotel chain. No.
See, clickbait. He's reading clickbait. Don't read the clickbait. You know, like BuzzFeed.
Trade market heating up across the NFL.
See there's another one. Those were 2 ads, Chris. Chris almost read them.
No, I did not.
Prevent diabetes with sleep? That's definitely not true.
Hey, it's been proven.
What?
No.
Thanks, Dr. Chris.
Pearson market heating up with the NFL. Adrian Pearson, what do you know about that?
I don't know much about him.
He's Adrian Pearson.
What's his problem?
He wants to get traded because he beat up his kid or something.
Yeah.
And was suspended last year.
Oh God.
And he wants to be traded.
Oh yeah, I remember this whole story. He was saying something like, in my culture, we were growing up, we used to hit each other.
We used to hit each other in all cultures.
Yeah, exactly. Did you? Oh, go back to that story, Chris.
Which one?
The one about the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this kid, he's 12 years old. So guys, there's this kid that was 12 years old. I think he had a perfect bracket,
Yeah.
or I don't know what it was, and he was denied money for it. It was like a $12,000 thing.
Well,
He
he's
was too young.
He's a little kid. That's why.
I know, but it's not like it was like a drinking promotion or something, or a smoking promotion where he'd be kicked out automatically based on age. It's just a bracket.
All right. Let's see what we got going on in the New York spectrum of things. Well, Eli Manning is named one of the top 10 philanthropists under 20 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't really see where that fits in football, but that was one of the major news stories this morning.
Yeah. What do you got there? Oh, by the way, Chris, you're a Yankees fan, right?
Yeah,
Did
right.
you watch the game?
No.
Didn't they lose 5-0 or something like that?
So I'm not really a baseball fan.
Really?
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Oh, I know it's unfortunate. I'm a minor league player.
The Mets did really good. Just pointing that out there. I didn't watch the game, but I know they won. They probably gonna have a good team this
I'm
year.
the only Yankee fan in my family.
Was everyone a fan of Phillies?
Most people in my family are Mets fans. This is for my mom's sister and her family.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well, not everyone's perfect.
See, my cousin Mike is a Yankee fan, and he's my idol. So that's maybe why I'm a Yankee fan.
We were all the Tarzans were all Dodgers fans, Brooklyn Dodgers fans back in the day, and then parts of Brooklyn after the Dodgers left became Mets fans after the Mets were created.
Yeah.
And the other half went to the Yankees, and my half went to the Yankees.
I thought you were a Mets fan.
I'm a Mets fan because I'm from Long Island, but my dad's a Mets fan, is a Yankees fan because he's from the part of Brooklyn that did that. It's very awkward. My dad hates that I'm a Mets fan, but it is what it is, right?
I think you should
Nice.
go with your family. Sorry, hiccup.
Everyone got to hear the hiccup.
Sorry.
What are you gonna say?
Sorry.
That's funny.
I'm saying sorry. You should go with what team your dad likes, though.
No. It creates, I get to make fun of him when the Yankees lose. He gets to make fun of me when the Mets lose, and he makes fun of me a lot more. But still.
I know. The Mets are not that good of a team.
But this year, apparently, they're supposed to be good. So, maybe this is the time.
You start out good, but you always fall apart.
I know.
Remember that year when you guys just had the worst collapse in baseball history?
That must have been one of the Jerry Manuel time periods.
It was 2008 or
Yeah,
something.
Jerry Manuel.
And then also the Phillies collapsed at the exact same time.
Oh, God.
It was like a Mets and Phillies collapse one year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just in the you gotta listen. You gotta listen to people cry when the Eagles don't make the playoffs. The people on the radio just cry.
I know the Eagles fans.
No. I mean, the people on the radio, they're just crying when the Eagles don't make the playoffs.
So they crying a lot, Chris? Or no?
They didn't cry last year.
No? Don't cry for me, Argentina. No llores por mi Argentina. That's what I say to Ramon when he cries.
Does he cry a lot?
No. Yes, he does. Let me put that out there.
He does?
Yeah. No llores por mi, Eagles.
I think he was hanging out with his girlfriend last night.
Yeah. Well, when she's around, he hangs out with her.
But she's not even does she go here or?
No, she's actually an au pair. She's from Germany. Very nice girl.
You met her?
Yeah, of course.
Last
Ramon's
night?
like one of my best friends here, of course.
Yeah, last night?
I've met her around Christmas. I met her.
Oh. Around Christmas, you know what I did?
You got presents?
Yeah, probably.
Celebrated Hanukkah?
Might have. Never know. Never know with me. I might have celebrated Kwanzaa.
I could see that.
But I don't even understand Kwanzaa.
I don't either, but I'm not going to bash someone's holiday. They want to have a holiday, they can have one. I can also make a holiday up if I want to.
Festivus.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Festivus.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Festivus for the rest of us.
I mean, I understand the meaning, I think, of Kwanzaa is like empowerment or something like that.
Well, yeah.
Not for me.
I don't know. There's there's again 7 candles, I think.
That's just seems like a rip-off of the menorah.
That's 8.
I know, I'm
God.
just saying. Isn't menorah 9?
Well, 9 you have the middle candle, which is the is that an S in
Shamish.
Shamish or something like that.
My cousins are Jewish, I think, and my neighbors used to be when I lived in the city. So
How is your cousin Jewish?
Well, my uncle's Irish Catholic, and he married a Jewish woman.
Oh, okay. There we go. Then they are. So my best friend's father is Jewish, but his mother is Lutheran, so he's Lutheran.
Usually you take the religion of, I don't know how it worked for
Your
you.
mother.
Yeah.
Usually.
Is your mom's?
Protestant.
So were you baptized Protestant?
Originally. And I was baptized Catholic when I moved to a different church.
My dad's Armenian Orthodox, and my mom's Catholic, and I was baptized Catholic.
Yeah, see, I was baptized Protestant, then I was rebaptized Catholic.
Yeah.
When I was 8 years old, I was rebaptized.
That must have been fun.
Basically, you sign your name on a register, that's about it.
That's because, you know why? And I'll get into that in a second. This will be the last thing I get into. Some churches recognize baptism from other churches. So if you're a Catholic and you're baptized, I mean, if you start going to a Catholic church and say you're an Episcopalian your whole life, the Episcopal Church's baptism is recognized. Same with my dad's church. Like, I could go to my dad's church as a Catholic and get communion there because they recognize it.
Yeah, this may be my last show.
What?
This may be my last show.
Why?
I almost said a foul language on the radio.
No, you're fine.
I almost said it. Did you hear that?
Yeah, so you're all right. But, folks, that's all I have for you today because I got to get to Spanish class.
All
so
right. Yeah.
Chris will graciously execute me by cutting the mic and then shooting me with a silencer. You won't hear it.
I'm not going to shoot a silencer.
You can make it loud so everyone knows.
I don't have one with me, so.
So, next week we'll have a full show. And
I will get you with I will get you with my cell phone taser like James Bond.
Yeah. All right, folks. Have a good week.
All right. See ya.
See you later.
Have fun.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna sign off too. I'm gonna get going where I have to go. I have to get stuff done, so I gotta get going too. I'll leave as well. All right. This is Christy and James. This is Christy and James Charlestein signing off.
Iona College's highly accredited graduate programs empower students to earn degrees that command respect in the real world. Start your career path today or change direction towards a new profession. Iona's expert academic advisors and top graduate programs will enable you to move your career and the world in a positive direction.